This is a general reading for Leo. I'm going to tilt this down a little bit. For October 27th through November 2nd. So if Leo is your sun or moon rising or Venus, this is a general reading for you. So take what resonates and leave the rest. For October, I'm again offering a complimentary reading. And for those who are new subscribers, or put in a comment in the month of October. So if you want to be considered, please subscribe if you're not a subscriber, or put in a comment. And no, I do read all of your comments, and I so appreciate them. Thank you for the support of the channel, Leo. Now, for the new subscribers, if you think you're a subscriber, look below the video you're watching. Does it say subscriber? Sometimes YouTube unsubscribes people. I have no idea how that happens. But if you're not a subscriber, you can just resubscribe. And know that to be a subscriber costs absolutely nothing. It is free. And there's not a lot of free stuff nowadays. So if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. Now, what are the advantages to being a subscriber? One, you would be entered into the for the free reading. If you put notification, you will be notified when the videos come out. And for my subscribers, in the month of October, I'm having a special $5 off of my readings. So for a 30-minute reading, it's $30, which is either live or video. So that'd be $5 off, be $25. For the hour, it is $50 for an hour, and it would be $45. And all you have to do is send me an email, and that's how it starts it. Now, I selected 4 people in the month of September for the complimentary reading, and only one has contacted me. If you think that all you have to do is go to the community posts, and I named the 4 winners, and it says at the beginning of the post, congratulations, in caps, and it names the folks. So there's 3 who are still, I'm waiting to hear from for you to get your reading. So check that out to see you might have gotten a complimentary reading. Now today I have my team here, my video team, my high-tech team. I have Nina here on the table. So if you're hearing little noises, she snores, and so that would be Nina snoring. And so since she's on the table here, on my video team, she is the prop team. Now, Nina loves coming for the recordings. She could be clear out by the garage through the courtyard, and I say, Nina, work, and she comes running. I think she likes the energy, and then she sleeps through it. So she really likes being here for the readings. Jason is down the hall. He's my security team, so he's between me and the door. So no one's getting past him. He's going to be checking your credentials. And that's all by vibration. And Jason has, he is a very good watchdog. He is. He has, I had someone reach for a doorknob one time at my house at night, in the middle of the night. Then reach for the screen door. And Jason was like, right at that door. And that guy turned around and left. Because Jason's big. Now, and then I have Milo in the sitting room. You know why Jason does that? Because I rescued him from the animal control, and he had been abused by his previous owner. So, he's very loyal to me because I gave him a lot of love and security that he didn't have. Now, Milo's in the sitting room, so I guess I would call him reception greeter. And Hope, God bless him, he's coming out of a shell after a year. And so he's in the doorway of the kitchen and outside. He's decided to move into the house, and it's all right. And, he's 16 years old and blind and deaf and speaks or understands Portuguese. He's not in English. So, and Hope was not his name. We don't know what his name was because he was a stray up north. So he's coming out of his shell. And so he's on a rug in the kitchen. So I guess he would be the external security or, you know, the exterior line guarding the house. And then I have the 2 feral kittens. So that's my video team, and they're a good video team. Now I'm using the Morgan Greer deck. And, you know, as I was shuffling the cards, what do they want? And, you know, I like listening to old retro music on YouTube, especially, I'm a real fan of like Motown and, you know, that kind of stuff. But I also like ABBA. So I was shuffling the cards, and the song Take a Chance on Me, you know, the ABBA song, that's what was coming up. Take a chance on me, take a chance on me. Well, that's the song that's playing. So it's like, take a chance, take a chance. That's what they're saying, Leo, take a chance. So whatever it is, whether it's a job opportunity or you hear something, we'll get the specifics, because remember, spirit works through people, spirit works through your environment. And, you know, they look for the clues, because spirit can send you those through messages, through people, for signs. You know, it could be you see a sign on a park bench, or a bus driving by, or a billboard, or you hear an advertisement, or just an insight. Now I said, and I hear stuff like, you know, and you know, if I'm thinking about something, and then all of a sudden Spirit will just put something in it, and I think, well, I have to act on that, and I know it's not me in my mind. So, for example, a realtor, and Spirit put a name in my mind of someone who knew, this person knows somebody that I know, and so that person's name came to mind. Or when I lowered the price, I'm just sitting here and I said, lower the price to this for my house. Okay, so it's, you know, so for me, I can sometimes pick it up, but you can also hear messages around you. So let's see what we have coming up, and I'm using the Morgan Greer deck, and the very first card, oh my goodness, look at this, the 10 of Pentacles. Is this good, Leo? And we'll see what's with that card. It is the Emperor. Is someone expecting some money from the government? Because it's the Emperor is government, or a person that works for the government. It's the 10 of Pentacles. You're either going to get a job from the government, or some sort of settlement that's going through the court system. It's very good. It says, be temperate. You know, it can also be the lottery. It could be someone's going to win, you know, some money from the lottery. Don't go out and buy a whole lot of tickets. But, you know, if you can afford 1 or 2 tickets, and buy 1 or 2 tickets, because it's the 10 of Pentacles, a big lump sum of money, and the Emperor. And then Temperance at the bottom, which is have patience, and if it happens, be very temperate with the money. Behind you is the 6 of Wands. Moving forward, sense of victory. What's on your mind is a message about the Page of Cups. Leo, this is very good. Then we have undecided. Well, this is reversed. So you've decided the direction you're going to go. This one means undecided. This is, you now have clarity what direction you're going to go. Then we have Hangman, waiting for something, waiting for some information maybe. Then we have the 5 of Pentacles. Could be release of financial constraints, coming up, new beginnings. The Moon card, you don't have all the information yet. And the final outcome is a broken heart. Now, isn't that interesting? And it's not reversed. The 3 of Swords with the King of Pentacles. Not good. Now, remember, to be forewarned is to be forearmed. And we'll look more at this as it relates to the other cards, because we then have the 3 of Wands. So we have the 3s. We have the 3 of Wands, the 3 of Swords. I always like to look at repeating numbers. The 5 of Pentacles, with the Page of Wands. You're going to get some message about money. Hanged Man with about the Six of Pentacles. So it's a lot about money, more than about home. Five of Swords ahead of you. Cloak of Deceit. That's what comes to mind. And the Page of Cups with the Queen of Pentacles. You might hear what's on your mind is it could be waiting for a job offer, the Queen of Pentacles. It could be related to home because it's the Page of Cups. So we'll look at that as it falls into place. Six of Wands with the Six of Cups. Isn't that interesting? The two sixes together. Temperance with the Death card. Take your time, it's a new chapter. Five of Wands crossed over by the Two of Pentacles. So you have two fives. Five of Swords, Five of Wands, which can be confusion and conflict and disagreements. So there's some stuff that's going to be coming up this week, Leo. Some stuff that's going to come up. It has the Death card. So it could be, what is it that you want to tell Leo? It's all related to a situation that you're right in right now and you're very aware of what's going on. In fact, you're like in the middle of it. There is no surprise. The only surprise might be, there's disagreements, there's chaos. The only surprise might be who is doing it, or who is the lack of support and their involvement in it. Because it could be like a work environment, some situation, it could be some chaos, miscommunication, bosses who are giving two different, orders. They even have chaos. They might not know what's going on, and they have their boss who is unclear about what's going on, and you know that something's going on. It could be also someone who's spreading gossip in the work environment with the Five of Wands, or it can be confusion. And then you have the cloak, the Five of Swords. It's something below the surface, and that you know that it's there, but you really don't know the extent or what it really entails. Could be that you work for a company and they're making plans, but they're not being honest at the time, that you've been hearing some rumblings about possibilities of layoff or cutting workforce or something, but they're not really officially telling anybody yet. And you know that it's there, but they're not sharing it yet. And they're going to try to wait till the last minute because, it's not to keep your job. It's not to keep you employed. It's that they're not going to tell everybody, because if they start saying, well, we're going to have layoffs or we're going to shut off the company, then people are going to start looking for other jobs, other work, and that's going to affect their production. And they don't want that. They want to have their final ounce of blood. The final ounce of blood before they close things down. So they want people to be working with the idea that the people are working in a job that's going to continue tomorrow, but it doesn't. And they're not being honest about it for some situations. This doesn't necessarily apply for everybody, but for some, this is the situation that's there, and that it's not, maybe they might be a subsidiary of a big company, and it's all the direction that this is coming is not from them, it's from above that level. And so, it could be a company that's bought out by another company, and the people that are there in your company know you, but the next level up, they don't know you, they don't care. And there's the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. And part of the Five of Wands is the confusion of how it's all going to be applied. So to be forewarned is to be forearmed. Don't count on anything. So I would, if you think, now I also said this yesterday to one of the, when I was doing it, if you know, there's all sorts of, if you're in the United States, I don't know how benefits work in other countries, but in the US they go by quarters and they go back the last, so let's say you apply for benefits in October, November, December. They're going to look at your wages from the last quarter on. So if, for example, the company lays you off and you could apply for benefits in January, you're going to want to really file your claim this month or in November or December for the quarter, because this would be your first quarter and you might have very good wages this quarter. And so this is the quarter that you want to claim. And then it also extends the length of time. It gets real complicated, but you know, if you think you're going to get laid off, go file for unemployment, even though you're still working, and just don't claim the week. And then you get your waiting weeks out of the way too once they start laying off. So this is for somebody, if you're working for a company, there's some stuff that's going on in that company for someone. Now it also could be, you know, you have here in your reading, you have the 10 of Pentacles, a lot of money coming, and the Emperor, a decision that's made. Now, the Emperor can be government or it can be a person, but you know, this is what your reading is about, is money and from the government. So it could be related to someone has filed for a settlement, for unemployment, for, you know, Social Security, which is a lump sum, for VA benefits, for something through the court system like inheritance or product, you know, and it's related to money and like someone in a position of authority in government that's going to make a decision. And then it says, here's the 5 of Wands and balancing your money, looking at your alternates. The 5 of Wands, remember, is that confusion. It can be conflict, it can be arguing, and you are balancing out. You're deciding, actually, do I want to stay or do I want to go? Do I want to have a continued argument? For someone, it could be just that's the work culture, and you're weighing, do I want to stay or do I want to go someplace else? Is it going to get better? That's what you're wondering. Is it going to get better? Or, you know, I just wait it out, or do I become empowered and look for something else? And you're weighing the options right now. Because at the base of it says, be temperate. Don't rush anything. So like if you get a lump sum of money, be temperate with it. Because you're ending one chapter and beginning another. Here's the Death card. Ending one situation and no opportunities, renewal for something else. So, you know, it can be like the 10 of Pentacles and the Emperor can represent a bank, and you get a bank loan to buy a house, for example. But it says be temperate, because behind you is the 6s. Victory, the 6 of Rods, and help from someone in your past. And here it is. Someone from your past and victory. So it could be a past friend, you know, that you knew from the past. Maybe they're offering you some help, offering you a job, tell you about a job, you know, but there's opportunities and you have victory. That's behind you. And then what's on your mind is a message about Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So a Page of Cups is a younger person or a message about home, a relationship, and the Queen of Pentacles. This is on your mind, and the Queen of Pentacles could be a job, or waiting to hear, or it could be applying for a bank loan, for example, for a mortgage, or looking for an apartment. So the Queen of Pentacles can be in like a bank, money, business, or a person. It's usually a person, a money person in the community. So I think it's a banker and messages that you're waiting for. Because ahead of you is You've decided what you're going to do. You're no longer undecided. You have all the information you want about this betrayal that's going on. The Five of Swords. Swords, the Two of Swords is illumination, information about the situation, whatever this Five of Swords was. So there's been some hidden stuff that you knew intuitively what's going on, and now you're making some decisions. You're like, are you going to stay or are you going to go? I see some movement here. I do see movement. So you may decide to move forward, looking for other jobs, looking for other opportunities, no longer deciding to stay in a situation. Because look at the Five of Swords there. He's cloaked in deception, hidden. And so it's like someone, you know, and you decide, okay, I've got that information now. Now I know who it is. Now I know the clear situation. It could be the corporation, remember. It could be a person around you. It could be a person that you work with that sabotages your work, takes credit for it, or actually does sabotage it. Puts blame on you when they don't do their job. You know, that's another, spin of that. So there's something that's sneaky about the whole thing. And then we have here, you're just waiting to hear, and then a Six of Pentacles. Someone that you know is going to give you some help. So the Hangman is waiting for some action, waiting for some decision. It's related to work. So maybe the company's closing down and you're waiting. Or you're waiting to hear about a job that you've applied for, or you're waiting to hear about a settlement. But there's someone's helping you. It could be someone representing you, someone an advocate for you. That's it could be a paraprofessional that is helping you. You know, you're in limbo, but maybe someone is helping you in filing a claim. So, and you're in limbo, waiting. Then you are here. This is a release of some financial constraints, and you hear a message, a Page of Wands. Could be that you are approved for some sort of assistance or a new job. Maybe you hear about a new job. But it's some sort of message that releases some of those financial constraints, because the Five of Pentacles is looking at assessing. And there's been so you've got three of the fives. You have the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Five of Swords. And you have the Five of Cups now. So the only one you don't have is the Five of Cups. And then you have the Moon, and looking at your choices. So the Moon means that there's still some things you don't have all the information as you look at the opportunities that are ahead. You're assessing. The ships are in the harbor. They haven't quite arrived to you yet. And you're looking at the alternatives, the choices. And there's still some things beneath the surface. So it could be that you don't have all the information about the choices yet. And then the final outcome is the King of Pentacles and a broken heart. So this can be an organization. It can be a person who makes decisions about money. It could be a bank, a money organization. So I think that could be that you've applied for a job and you don't get the job. Or it could be that you have some sort of monetary thing that's coming up, like a settlement or something, or dealing, and you have it's not found in your favor, so you have your broken heart. Or it could even be a person, and he breaks your heart. So it could be money related to a house. It could be a lump sum that you applied for, some benefits you've applied for, or a lawsuit that you had, or waiting for a job, whatever it is that, it's maybe you were counting on it and you had your broken heart because it wasn't found in your favor. So, you've got the fives going on. You do have the Death card. So, but I don't see, I do see the Ten of Pentacles, but I don't see a lot of other tens, and I don't see the Fool, and I don't see a lot of aces. So you're still, it's not completely wrapped up yet. You're still in the situation, and you don't have all the information yet. So there's stuff going on. It could be at work, it could be trying to get a house, it could be moving forward, it could be a settlement, it could be applying for a job. And it's not clear yet. And so you're sort of, you know, the hangman in limbo. And there's some decision that maybe wasn't in your favor, and you have a broken heart. So to be forewarned is to be forearmed, which means to wait, and then if it's not in your favor, then you can, if it depends on the situation, if it's related to like a lump sum or something, there's always appeals. Or if it's a job, well then go, okay, well then I'll move on and look for something else. Or if it's a decision about, you know, buying a home and it's not in your favor, you know, look at the opportunities. There are alternatives, or maybe it's timing. So you have to meditate and see what it is and what the barrier and what does Spirit say to you for the next steps. Now let's pull the Oracle card here. Okay, and this is for Leo, angels and archangels and spirit guides. What is the message for our Leo that we have? Angels and archangels. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. And you know, the King of Pentacles could also be a broken relationship that broke your heart. If you have a relationship with the King of Pentacles, and it's usually a person of financial standing in the community. Okay, what are the cards for our Leo? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, the first card is mending. Just, you know, making any amends and healing your heart, making amends for yourself and with others. And then the other card is not for you. Yeah, that's your Three of Swords. Not for you. Maybe not for you right now. And, oh, we got two cards here. To the sea. This is be in the flow. And thinker. Think through. Be logical. Think it through. So, you know, the not for you, then to the sea, being in the flow. And mending. So it's mending, not for you right now, to the sea, be in the flow, and then the thinker. Once you have the information, then you can look at next steps. If it's not the solution, if it doesn't have the outcome that you wanted, then look at alternatives. Or to the sea, be in the flow. And then, you know, follow your intuition. Because you did have the Moon card there in your reading, which is that there's things beneath the surface. You don't have all of the information yet. Now, the I Ching card. Let's pull the I Ching card here. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. What is that you have? And angels and archangels and spirit guides, please show me. Spirit guides. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is the card for our Leo? Okay. Repairing the damage, number 18. Okay. Could have been a personnel action too, with the 5 and the 5 and the 5. There's something that was going on. Number 18, let's read this. When something is rotting, it's time to repair the damage. In the world of human affairs, self-indulgence and corruption grow like weeds in an untended garden. They must be faced squarely and rooted out through bold actions. Illuminating corruption and the sloppiness that leads in it is an ennobling human enterprise as it clears the way for fresh new beginnings. Such rapid effort ultimately leads to supreme success. This is the time to be lean and efficient. The weeds must be rooted out before the whole ground is lost. The whole garden is lost. Fighting decay, indifference, and the corruption is not a simple matter. The steps must be evaluated carefully and planning should precede action. Resist the temptation to strike out prematurely. Gather strength around you and marshal your inner resources. Arresting decay requires a strong effort. When you do act, pay a clear attention to the process. Make your strike as process and clear as the path of the surgeon's knife. So, that's your fives. So there's some sort of corruption or something going on. The Five of Swords, the Five of Rods, and the Five of Pentacles. So there's something going on. Now let's pull your Louise A card here. Angels and archangels and spirit guides. Thank you. Right here. Oh, okay. I open new doors to life. I rejoice in what I have, and I know that fresh, new experiences are always ahead. I greet the new with open arms. I trust life to be wonderful. There. Okay. Now, let's pull your Believe in Your Own Magic, and then your meditation card. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And if you want a reading, all you have to do is send me an email. Okay, Nina, what you doing? Okay, angels and archangels, what is the card for our Leo? Right here, library. Take control of your own narrative. Number 22, which is a master card. Master number 22. Okay, here we go. Someone else is trying to call the shots in your life. They think they can waltz in and control your every move, and you need to say no to their manipulation. It might seem tempting to relinquish control, but if you give someone else power over your narrative, chaos will ensue, and it will all be in their favor, not yours. The stories inside of you make you a library on the verge of bursting, but only if you are the one to pick up the pen. There, write your own narrative. Okay, and your meditation card is right here. Right here. Okay, top one, navigate. Become the beacon of light in the night sky. Beacons of light in the night sky are there to guide you. Beacons of light in the night sky are there to guide you. Listen to your spirit guides. Okay, Leo, thank you so much for supporting the channel. And until next time, Nina and I are sending you light and love from Portugal.